Warmed up.
On to steaks. Today we're making dinner and dessert all in the air fryer. Sizzled. I'm Cassie Joy Garcia of Fed and Fit, and I'm joined in the kitchen today by my sister, Kimberly. I have a little backstory for you. So Kim she and her husband moved to Nashville not too long ago, and they moved into this house. I'm telling your story. Is that okay? Is it weird that I'm telling your story? They moved into this really adorable home, and they're renovating it as they are living there. And y'all have been without kitchen appliances for how long?
Since June of 2021. So a few long months.
Like 9 months. They've been living without an oven and a stove. You have an air fryer.
We have an air fryer.
You have an Instant Pot.
And an Instant Pot.
And a grill.
And a grill, yes.
So they have been cooking all of their foods, and these are cooks. Y'all like to cook, have home cooked food, right?
Yes, yummy, yummy, yummy.
But when you don't have those major appliances, it can be a challenge. And so when I was chatting with Kimberly and inviting her here to do a show together, we were brainstorming what it could be. And she made a joke. She's like, I don't know. She's like, I could show you how to make a whole dinner in an air fryer. She's like, because that's how we've been cooking. And I was like, that sounds great. Let's do that. Okay, so our air fryer is preheating right now. You might be able to hear it. I just have it at 400 degrees for 5 minutes. This is the Cosori air fryer, and it's got a nice big basket, which will come in handy today.
So we're gonna put this olive oil on here. How much would you say I should do?
Until it's shiny.
Oh.
Maybe like a tablespoon total.
Okay. Like that?
Beautiful, yes.
Like that? Okay, and then probably use that for both sides, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do some salt and pepper.
Yes.
Yes, and so we're just gonna that. Is that good?
Pretty.
And then we're gonna salt it.
Yeah. This side.
It's ready.
It's ready. Okay, so what we're gonna do is pull out the basket. She's hot. Don't touch her. Do you want me to put it in?
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you want to do? Okay. So I wonder if we can get a sizzle. Let's see. Wait for it. Sizzled. Yeah. Looks good.
Yum, delicious.
We're not crowding the steaks. They're not touching each other, so hopefully that'll help the air circulate really well around them, and they'll cook really evenly. Just gonna stick the basket in just like that. Press on. I'm gonna raise the temperature up to 400 degrees, and we're gonna cook it for
12 minutes.
way to come in, pinch hitter. We're gonna cook it for 12 minutes, and we're gonna flip it halfway through, I believe. Okay, so next step, while the steak is cooking, let's go ahead and prep our broccoli. So we just have some easy broccoli florets. I feel like that's the way to go. Do you spring for the florets, or do you get the whole broccoli and cut it?
No, this is just so much easier, and because it's so much more time efficient, and time efficient is everything.
This is supposed to be for 2 people. Does that look?
Yeah. I think so. We normally end up cooking as much as we can because then it's easier for leftovers the next day or for lunch the next day.
Totally.
Yep.
Great call. I'm going to put a few glugs of olive oil on here. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Some cracked black pepper. All of this is approximate, and then some sea salt with a touch of beef.
Oh my gosh, I used my clean hands.
I'm just kidding. I'm just going to toss this up. And then that's pretty much done and pretty much prepped and ready. So the way that we're gonna break this meal up is we're gonna cook the steaks first, and then while those are resting, then we're going to make in the same basket the French fries. Thank you. Forgot the word. French fries and then our broccoli. And I figured we just cook them side by side, and that way because I like a crispy broccoli.
Yummy.
Yes. Because you could definitely steam this in the microwave if you preferred to make more French fries than half the basket. But I think this is going to be yummy. So, and there's really no prep needed for these frozen fries. We're just going to put them right in. Yep. Maybe an extra sprinkle of salt because you can't go wrong.
Right. And if you don't have frozen fries, the air fryer cooks like any kind of chopped up potato, just like a fry too.
Okay, our steaks are done. You ready to see this?
Yum. Yes, I'm very excited.
Big unveil.
Oh, pretty.
They look so good.
Don't they look so good? Yeah.
That looks like it came off the grill.
It does. They look like grilly. They look like yummy. They look like they could.
They don't look like baked steaks. It looks like a grilled steak. Okay, so what we're gonna do with these is I'm going to stick them. That looks so good. Stick them right here on our cutting board so that they can rest. And do you know why we rest steaks before we cut into them?
Because they're tired from being cooked.
They're so tired.
a lot of work to go from raw to cooked.
So the reason we rest steaks is because when they're really hot, when you think about cells are going to be more open when things are hot and everything's moving faster, right? Physics, things move faster when it's hot. And when they're cooler, everything slows down. And those juices, cutting into a juicy bite of steak, you're going to be able to trap those juices in those cells, those meat muscle cells of the steak, if it's a little bit cooler than piping hot. If it's piping hot, the juices will run right out. So if we put it on a cutting board and let it rest for about 10 minutes, which just happens to be
The same amount of time that it does to cook these things.
it's perfect. Then we'll be able to cut into the steaks and it'll be perfect and juicy. And if you're worried about them getting a little too cool or cooling off on the top too much, you can tent it with a little aluminum foil, just like I have here. You don't have to press it on. See, it's just like a little loosey-goosey tent. That'll help keep some of that heat trapped a little bit. Anyways, it'll work out great. So we're going to pour these in half and half, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. About like yay.
Exactly. Like yay.
And then broccoli on this side.
Yep. Yep.
Beautiful. Okay.
Delicious. Perfect. It looks beautiful.
Okay, and so this just goes in the air fryer.
So it goes in the air fryer at 400, I believe, and then we're gonna do 15 minutes, and then we're gonna take it out at the middle mark.
So about
And
halfway
we're
through.
halfway through, and we're gonna flip them so they're just like shake it up, so we get a real good even crunch.
Perfect. Okay, we're halfway.
Halfway,
How's it
yum!
look?
Oh, it's so yummy and beautiful, golden and
Look at this broccoli.
crispy.
That's legit crispy broccoli, and that's only halfway done. It's gonna be so. Okay, are you a? I'm gonna set this question up the way I want you to answer. Do you like soggy broccoli or crispy broccoli?
It depends on the mood. If I'm feeling more of a rabbit, I'm more like a soggy broccoli or raw.
Do you like raw broccoli?
I eat broccoli raw a lot because I think,
do?
yeah, I love it. It makes me feel like I'm doing something, like I'm burning calories while chewing and getting a good nutritious meal.
You're definitely doing that.
Maximizing
You're
it.
Definitely burning calories while you chew raw broccoli. Okay, I flipped everything over. The French fries look a little soft. I want them to be a little bit crispier, but it's looking really good. 8 more minutes. Okay, I am just going to put a couple pieces of butter on each of these steaks. They're about halfway done resting, and that'll just melt a little bit and it'll make them extra yummy. Okay, I went ahead and pulled out the broccoli because it smelled done and it's perfect. So I think that the broccoli only needs 10 minutes at 400 degrees, and the fries, I want them to get a little crispier, so I'm gonna put them in for the last 5 of the air fryer. So there's 15 minutes total, and this way they kind of get to spread out.
Yeah.
Okay, our fries are done.
Fries are done. Ding, fries are done. Yum.
Crispy, yummy goodness. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and start on our chocolate chip cookie cake. I'm so excited about this part. So, not sponsored, but gosh, wouldn't that be nice? Immaculate, gluten-free, break and bake cookies are one of the best things.
They're heaven.
They are pure heaven. Opening these up, they come just like this. And I am, as soon as Kim has got them all out, which she does, you work so fast. You know what, can I give you a pro tip? You probably already know this. This might be silly. While the fries are still piping hot right out of the air fryer, I'm gonna sprinkle them with a bit more sea salt, maybe a touch for the broccoli also, because there was some that probably was shaken off in the basket. And while they're really hot, the salt is more likely to stick to the fries versus just like falling right off. We're gonna use some parchment paper is this right? I'm stealing all of Kim's glory.
Well, you're doing like, it took me like 6 tries to figure out how to do this without like losing cookie crumbs in the bottom of the air fryer. So yeah, the parchment paper is great because you can just like pull it out.
And so what I've done here is, okay, so parchment paper, these are pre-cut sheets, and so they're rectangles, but the basket itself is a square. And so what I'm going to do in order to get the square shape that I want is I fold it over that corner, and then what I'm left with is this extra for the triangle or for the rectangle. Fold that in, pull that out, and then poof, we have a square. And the reason we're using the parchment, again, is so that we can just pull it right out. Our cookie dough is not frozen. If it's frozen, I recommend letting it thaw first. my gosh, Kimberly.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really so excited about this. Okay, and then our cookie dough goes in. You
Yes,
wanna help me?
yes, and it is so easy, and you don't really have to worry about too much about the placement, but we originally tried to make just the cookies, but then every time we tried to make the cookies, they always just became one, just.
Don't fight it.
Yeah,
Just
don't
lean
fight
in. So the bag says cook them at 325 for 14 minutes. And so I say we try that. The cool thing about the air fryer is you can pull it out and peek at any point in time. It's not like the Instant Pot where you have to let off all the pressure and all the steam and do the whole thing over again in order to get it back up. You can peek anytime.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so while our cookie is cooking,
Look at it.
those look so good.
Well rested.
They are.
Well rested. Good night's sleep. No bags under this meat's eyes.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and slice. I feel these are big steaks. Do you want to split one?
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank goodness. I'm just going to give these a really quick slice. Oh my goodness, look at that.
It's perfect. It's so perfect.
It's perfect. It's like a perfect medium rare, which is how I like my steak.
Me too.
I'm gonna put these on each plate, and then we'll sprinkle with just a little finishing flaky salt. And dinner's ready. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Kim.
They're beautiful. It looks like, so good.
They're perfect. I bet you we could even have gone a little bit less than that.
Yeah.
But
Depending on the kind of cookie.
yeah, it depends on how gooey you like your cookie. Okay, so
How gooey is your cookie? Yummy is your yummy.
you want to scoop?
Yum. Yeah. So we'll just break it, right?
Yeah.
And do this
Okay, so I also really thought that it's a special occasion because you're here. We should top our dessert with something fun. And we are out of ice cream, and so I went ahead and whipped up some whipped cream. Just made, look at that, isn't that so pretty? How many cookies do you want?
I'm just gonna do 2.
Okay, good. Me too. I hope that was fun for you. It was really fun for us. Linked below, we actually put together a free PDF shopping list for this whole all-in-one air fryer dinner and dessert ×3. So we have this dinner example plus 2 others, a chicken and a fish one, ready for you down below. I also have this exact air fryer linked because I'm sure you're curious. It's fabulous. Yes, I've used it a lot and I love it. And then also we have a ton of other air fryer recipes on fedandfit.com that are great. So if you do spring for one, we've got you covered with all kinds of recipes. And then Kimberly, my lovely sister here, you can learn more about Kim over on, probably Instagram's the best place to find more about you.
Yeah. Kim Dunn Music or KimberlyDunnMusic.com. You can find all of my stuff there and all my music and this fresh new song called Air Fryer.
Take it away, Kim.
'Cause sorry, you do everything for me. 'Cause sorry, yeah. 'Cause sorry, she's everything. She's for me. She's a air fryer when I'm in desire. She's got the meat treat. She's got the fish ish. She's got the chicken, baby. Chicken, baby. Yeah.